Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. We'll be discussing the third question of our PySpark interview series. So we have the third question, that is review bins on review number. So there is a review to categorize them into review category. The required column for us is the number of reviews that's given, okay, and along with this number of reviews, after categorizing, we have to display it with its respective price. So in order to understand how the number of reviews affect the accommodation prices, okay, let's see where this question has been asked. Airbnb, okay. If you have not watched my previous PySpark interview series question, I would add it here in the link. Do go through it first before checking the solution for this question. For that, I would need the respective library. Let me import that functions as f, okay. Now, so the Airbnb search details is the data frame that has been given for us from straight scratch, okay. Let's use this data frame to get our result. Data frame is equal to this dot. Now we have to generate a new column. So to generate a new column, always we use with column function, okay. Now the name for this column would be review category, okay. So the review category would be a new column. Now how is it derived? F dot when followed up with the condition, that would be f dot call which column. The column name is number of reviews, okay. If the column number of reviews is equal to 0, then we have to give the value as no, right? So the condition doesn't fall in the above, then the next condition, when range given as 1 to 5, okay. So I can write it as greater than or equal to 1. This is first condition, okay. And the second condition is lesser than or equal to 5. It's supposed to give the value few, okay. So third condition is greater than or equal to 6 and lesser than or equal to 15, right, okay. And then the value is sum, and the same goes for the next condition we have is, okay, we have the next condition, that is 16 to 40, and here it would be many, okay. And dot when and if it is greater than 40, okay, if it is greater than 40, then we have no other value, then yep. So this will be our value, that is a lot, okay. Before I execute, a certain caution when we are writing the query is to ensure the bracket is correct. So when we are giving when condition, when we give the condition and if it satisfy the value, okay. So let's say if it doesn't satisfy, otherwise this will be the default value, okay. So that's about it. Let's search, let's get the answer by running the query. Df dot show. We have got the answer, okay, but we did not filter it for the required column. So let me also do that. Df, okay, df1 equal to df dot select price comma review category, okay. and I want to display df1 instead of df. I've got the right answer. If you remember the first query that we have worked, we dealt with something called as between. Can we enhance this query using it? Yes. So dot between 1 and 5. It is many. I think we have done this range filtering. Let's again run this code. Yes, it's the same answer. Okay. Instead of up to 0, we can also use lesser than or equal to 0. This is something called as chaining method, okay, bucket chaining method. So let's try that. Now here it is 1 to 5, correct? Lesser than or equal to 5 should fall under this condition, okay? And next here, anything lesser than or equal to 15 should fall under this condition. So let's run this also. Same question, same answer. Okay. Now, so that means the bucketing is happening properly. Okay. So we can pass the expression instead of writing multiple times. So if I use this, I have to enclose it like this, case, okay. Okay, so this way we have got the expression created. Let's run the query. We got the answer for this, okay. So this is how we review bins on reviews number. I hope you like the video. Do like, share and subscribe and follow for more content. Thank you.